In a world oppressed by empire, bound by law, and starved for truth, 12 men answered the call of a carpenter from Nazareth. They were fishermen, tax collectors, rebels, unlikely heroes by every measure, but through them, the world was turned upside down. They walked beside God in the flesh, and when the time came, they carried his light into darkness, to the ends of the earth. This is not just history. This is the story of the apostles, the 12, the foundation stones of the church, the witnesses to the resurrection, the men who dared to follow Christ unto death. Peter, the rock, he was bold, brash, and fiercely loyal. A fisherman by trade, he became the leader of the 12. Christ called him Cephas, Peter, the rock. He denied Christ 3 times and repented with tears that shook his soul. After Pentecost, Peter became a lion of faith, preaching in Jerusalem, healing the sick and confronting kings. He was crucified in Rome, upside down, not worthy, he said, to die like his Lord. Andrew, the first called, brother of Peter, disciple of John the Baptist. Andrew was the first to follow Christ. He brought others to Jesus quietly, faithfully. He preached in Scythia, Greece, and Asia Minor. Tradition says he was crucified on an X-shaped cross in Patras. James the Greater, son of thunder, son of Zebedee, brother of John, one of the sons of thunder. He saw the transfiguration. He witnessed Gethsemane. He was the first of the 12 to be martyred, slain by the sword under Herod Agrippa, his bones rest in Compostela, Spain, drawing pilgrims for over 1,000 years. John, the youngest, the closest, the one who leaned on Christ's chest at the Last Supper. To him Jesus entrusted his mother. John wrote the Gospel of Love and the Book of Revelation, seeing visions of heaven. He alone died a natural death, exiled on Patmos, his eyes set on eternity. Philip, from Bethsaida, he asked, "Can anything good come out of Nazareth?" He brought Nathanael to Jesus. He sought truth and found the way. Philip preached in Phrygia and died a martyr's death in Hierapolis, hung or crucified, still proclaiming Christ. Bartholomew, the true Israelite, also called Nathanael. Christ saw him under the fig tree and said, "Here is an Israelite indeed." He brought the gospel to India, Mesopotamia, and Armenia. There he was flayed alive for the faith, his courage etched in the heart of the church. Matthew, the tax collector. He sat at the table of sin and was called to the table of salvation. Matthew the publican became Matthew the evangelist. He wrote the gospel for the Jews, showing Jesus as the long-awaited king. He preached in Persia and Ethiopia. Tradition says he was martyred with a sword. Thomas, the doubter who believed. He doubted. He questioned. But when he saw the risen Christ, he fell to his knees and cried, "My Lord and my God." Thomas carried the gospel farther than any other, all the way to India. There he founded churches that remain to this day, and died by the spear. James the Less, son of Alphaeus, the quiet witness, often overshadowed, but never forgotten. He lived simply, he preached humbly. Some say he became Bishop of Jerusalem after Peter. He died a martyr, thrown from the temple and beaten to death. Simon the Zealot, the revolutionary. Once a member of the Zealots, rebels against Rome, Simon laid down his sword for the cross. He preached in Egypt, Africa, even Britain according to tradition. He was martyred, perhaps with Jude, for the kingdom not of this world. Jude, the brother of the Lord, also called Thaddeus, author of the Epistle of Jude. He asked the Lord, "Why reveal yourself to us and not to the world?" He preached with Simon. Some say he died in Persia, clubbed and martyred. He's the patron of the hopeless because he never lost hope. Matthias, the chosen replacement. After Judas Iscariot fell, the apostles cast lots, and Matthias was chosen. He had walked with Christ from the beginning. He preached in Cappadocia and Georgia. His end was like the others, a martyr, faithful to the end. But they were not perfect. They doubted, they fled, they struggled, but they came back. They were forgiven. They were filled with the Spirit, and they changed the world. Today, their names are written on the foundations of the heavenly city. The church stands because of their witness, and through them we have come to believe. Go therefore and make disciples of all nations. Matthew 28:19. The 12 apostles. Ordinary men. Extraordinary mission.